Hello fellow human beings. Today I am working on the 5-string bass project. What I want to do is get the holes drilled for the bridge and everything before I start working on any finish, because I don't want to start drilling holes on the finished body or neck. So to do this, I will take this camera and show you what we're doing here. So what I need to do is had to measure out the center of the pickup cavities. I figured it was my best approach because everything needs to be centered for those. So what I did, made me some small marks and taped me a straight edge to the center. That should be center right there. On the neck here, I measured from the center of the nut, because that's a 5th string, it's got the center right there, and the center of the last fret. So what I want to do is take and set the neck in place, because the holes are not drilled out for it either. And see if I can get a shot of this. And look at the straight edges and get as close of a straight line to these straight edges lined up as I possibly can. Right about there is where I need to be. Now, where the challenging part is going to come in is I need to drill holes in the back of this neck for the screws to go in, hold it in. It's going to be difficult to do because I'm going to have to turn it over or something to make the marks, and I'm not going to be able to see my straight edge. So that's what I got to figure out next, is how am I going to do that. But once I get it, I'll let you know. So that's the start of this. Once I get the neck on straight, I want to be able to set the bridge on, center it, have a straight line, and then everything should be good. I'll have to measure the distance, how far back or forward the bridge will have to go. I'll have to find out what that measurement needs to be. So that is the challenge for today. This neck is mounted on temporarily right now. I had Olivia hold it in place while I marked screws from the other side, and drilled my first hole, got it set on there, and then drilled the rest of the holes once I had it set the way I wanted it. Okay, I've got the bridge on, screwed down everything. The pickups are just sitting in there. I got 2 strings just to check the alignment on the neck. What I ended up doing was I took a piece of fishing line tied from my hole out here, went through the center of the nut, marked the center here on the center fret back here, and made me a mark for the center back here. And I took the string and ran it through with the bridge back here through where the center string will come through. Line the bridge up that way for each direction. Then I had to take and measure 34 inches from the back of the nut, 34 inches from inside of here back to here, and I went about 34 inches to these. There's a little adjustment back and forth for intonation, so I figure if I put my 34 inches right around this area, I should be good. I've got 2 strings on just to see how they line up with the fretboard, and you can see that about equal space on each string down the sides, so that's about what I wanted. I can do the pickups, mount them after it's finished, because there would be nothing finished under there. Just be really careful. I'll be taking the tape off. I used tape under this bridge to mark where I wanted that bridge to sit before I put any screws in it. Right now I only have 2 screws in it in case it had to be moved somewhere. Originally I put a 1 screw in and it didn't line up exactly the way I wanted it to, so I moved it, put it where I wanted, and put another screw in. Looked pretty good. Put a 2nd screw in. So now I can just drill the holes for the rest of the screws, or just screw them in. These screws are really small. Crap, I just spilled some. It's these screws right here. And I thought they'd be a little beefier holding that bridge, but there's 6 of them should hold. When I got this kit, if you'll remember in the first video on this, the truss rod was sticking out of the hole. And everything worked good. I did push it in, checked it, and it works to level the fretboard. So that was good. Although I did get the email Zane and ask him if the footprint on the box came from him or came from the shipper, and he said it did not come from them. It had to have been FedEx. The driver probably stepped on it trying to get to another package or something. So at least now I know for sure that my guess that the shipper or whoever did it, I was correct. Now that the neck is in place, the bridge, I know where the holes for the bridge got to be drilled. I can do some work on the finish for the body now. Do some fret webbing and everything on the neck, get that all taken care of, and start deciding what I'm going to do with this. Right now I'm thinking of doing either a blue or a red tinted clear over it. That way you still see the wood grain, but give it some color as well. I haven't decided for sure yet. Or as I go, I'll update you on it. So thanks for watching. Have a good one. Bye, y'all.